it's just the whole world is changing, bro. Everything's digital. You see how big crypto is now. You see everyone's doing NFTs. Every NBA player, every rapper is making
Yeah.
NFTs. Everybody is getting into this digital world,
The
and it's just
metaverse.
the metaverse, like everything. I mean, in 20 years from now, 30 years from now, we're all going to be hooking up to these VR things, feeling things, being able to have sex in the VR worlds. We're going to be able to eat in the VR worlds. You're going to love that.
We know you're going to be fucking niggas in the VR world.
Well, let me finish. You're gonna have your own. You're gonna be able to choose a life in there, and like it's gonna be its own world. It's gonna be like you're living in The Sims. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying this thing is really coming to reality where people are they're trying to make people stay home from school. It's not school. Sorry, stay home from everything. Schools, work, everything. They want everyone to just be at home.
Hey, the biggest factor of it, or like predicator of it for me was that, man, Facebook has completely they've completely pivoted to it. They changed their name from Facebook to Meta. By the way, I don't know if you guys are into like investing in stocks.
Mm-hmm.
I invest in Square, which owns Twitter. I'm looking at my investment today. They've changed their name. It's not Square anymore. It's Block. Everybody's trying to get like the blockchain,
crypto shit. Yeah.
Everybody's going in that realm, and you realize the things that you thought were just all fun, social media, Facebook, Twitter, they're all turned into these things that they're trying to own digital real estate that is going to be probably like just super lucrative. Like, why the fuck would Facebook
there was a sushi bar you could have bought in the metaverse for like $100,000. Now that shit's worth $800,000.
Damn.
Snaggy Mo, it's a virtual sushi place.
Wait,
you can't even. What could you do with that?
Wait. Let me ask you a question though.
That's crazy.
How big is the metaverse though? Because
that's huge. It's the next big thing.
Okay. So why would that sushi bar be worth $800,000, like 8 times more than it was listed for? If you could just buy another sushi bar and make another sushi bar in the metaverse. Like, this is a shit that we're like, people want to be in the know and be before the hype, that they don't get finessed, or they could like, try to make a come up. But like, for people who are just hearing about this, what the is the metaverse? Like, do they have to get it now? Like, is there going to be like,
get it now? It's like getting in before.
Yeah, you're getting in early.
Social media, you're getting in early.
It's like being early to Bitcoin.
You're getting early, bro. Crypto is just getting started, bro. Bitcoin is going to be so big.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to a lot of people, bro. Banks is really big in that space, bro. Banks was like one of the first people to buy an NFT, which is the craziest shit. Now everyone's doing one. Everyone.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest.
I know people.
2022 or 2023, the government has to regulate it. They're going to.
You think crypto and shit?
They're going to, because
they have to. Yeah.
If everything is going that way, like this year was a Wild Wild West. Next year, everyone's gonna go crazy. And listen, a government just doesn't have the same power if they're not regulating the currency and how people are acting. You get me?
And I agree, because they have to. They're gonna have to in some way. But bro, that's the you know why Bitcoin was created, right? Do you know why? Bitcoin was created to buy things illegally on the black market without it being traced. For all the people that. By the way, guys, I don't go on the black market. Anyone? Oh my god, Aiden's a weirdo. No, bro. I'm just telling you how Bitcoin was thought up.
You can tell them about a bazooka you bought. It's cool. Ain't nobody tripping.
But that's how it really came into the world. So it's gonna really throw a lot of things off, and I gotta see what people are gonna do about it. I really do.
How much NFTs do you own? Like people,
I only have one. I only own one NFT. I own a CryptoPunk. It's a real project. That project is actually no. I own another one that flopped completely so hard. But I own a CryptoPunk, and that's probably I did have an ape. I had a Bored Ape.
Wait, isn't that like the thing that everybody wants?
Yeah. The CryptoPunk is probably the most known one in the apes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Those are the main ones.
How much are those?
So guess what, Akademiks? Banks told me, yo, Aiden, buy this for like 20 ETH back then. It was like 80 mans. And now I could probably sell mine for $1 million.
No fucking
way.
It's a picture of a whatever, man. You know what I'm saying?
So you have those, right? And then, all right, okay. This is where I'm at, and you tell me what you think about it. So they have everybody's coming with these like they're approaching all influencers. You know, obviously we just seen.
Well, they're getting paid a lot of money for it.
Okay.
To promote,
Promote it.
But yo, I've turned down so many. Yo,
of course.
Today I turned down $60,000, and it's
let me tell you what it is. What it is you see all these people doing it. Here's what they offer, because I'm gonna tell you what they do. They'll give you a floor. They'll give you a floor of whatever project you're doing, which is a really good piece of project. Okay, they're gonna give you upfront money. They're gonna give you a lot of upfront money. I've been offered hundreds of thousands of dollars for upfront to just post it. And what's gonna happen is after the project releases, the value is gonna go down. So when I promoted that MILF token thing, it's the same thing. People give me shit all the time. Oh, you did MILF coin and shit. Their favorite rappers and celebrities are all doing this shit and they don't care.
Bro,
but they just can't tell.
And by the way, obviously you're a streamer, so there's more of a they hold you
more
accountable.
Connection. I know. I get it.
Yo, these days, I kid you not, everybody been hitting me up. They was like, oh, yo, because the perception and whatever is like, yo, you and 6ix9ine like are like best friends. So like we're like talking about everything he ever does. I guess he did some NFT shit, and like I don't know what happened with it, but people are like, yo, people hit me like, yo, they lost money and shit like that. But regardless of that, this is why I never did it, because I'm like, I never want the people who support me feel like I took advantage of them.
Of course. And that's where I learned that. I learned that, during my shit. I made mistakes, but the thing is, like, am I gonna learn from my mistakes and apply that and not make the same mistakes? And yeah, like when you're a streamer, you have a different type of connection with your community than rappers do. And I'm not saying here, rappers promoting like pumped or NFTs that are gonna flop is wrong. I mean, is right. I mean, it is. But what I'm saying is, I can't judge. I made mistakes. So you just learn from that shit. But what I can say is there's also really good NFTs. There's NFTs you buy, they're holding their value, and they're going to go up. That's why I encourage people to look into NFTs. Do not take financial advice from Aiden Ross. Okay? I lost $1 million gambling 2 days ago. Snag, remember that?
Yep.
Reality of gambling. So I'm just saying.
Stop it. You didn't gamble your own money, though.
Yes, bro.
It was his own.
It's my own money. It's not Roobet. Roobet offers fills. That's the only side that offers fills. Well, and dual bits. But Stake is completely raw balance and it's your money. So I lost it all my money. I'm sick. I can show you my account. I swear to God, it's all my money.
Fucking idiot.
All my money. $1 million, Akademiks. $1 million.
What the did you do? Like, why did you do that?
So off stream, I got booted offline a couple days ago. I got and then
It wasn't even on stream.
Someone was off. Someone was off stream.
You're an idiot.
But anyways, to go on what I was saying, NFTs. I think Nike or Adidas just made one, right?
Yo, and I think this is where the issue's coming in. At least, because I'm looking into the space, but I see everybody approaching me with the It's like hey, we'll give you the money, promote it, but I could like it already looks like, hey, as soon as this shit sells for the first time, we're dipping, and you get a nice little payday, but everybody who buys it is getting screwed. And I'm like, I wouldn't want to be a part of that because, like, yo, if I lose my audience trust, like, I'm done. So if I want to be involved in NFTs, but I want to be involved in the shit that's gonna last. You know what I mean? Right. And I've been watching it, but like most of the offers that come in for influencers nowadays, whether it's rappers, streamers, or whoever,
hundreds of thousands,
is straight pumping dumps. Like, yo, hey,
hundreds of thousands.
So,
there's shitcoins and crypto as well. Everything.
Every NFT, there's some products that are good. Like, for example, the one that Steph Curry has a picture of as his profile picture, like that one, for example, is an actual certified NFT. That NFT is going to go up in value. That's what does Curry have? An ape, right?
What about little baby shit on his Instagram profile picture?
I'll tell you
right
now.
Wait, Lil Baby is into NFTs?
Yeah, he is. See, that looks like a good one. I think that's a mutate. Yeah, that's a mutated one. It's a mutated one. So that's also a very. I think Post Malone, same thing. Yep. They all have.
Steph Curry's profile pic, that's NFT.
Every rapper and athlete is getting into NFTs.
Mm-hmm. Bro, and that's where, and Aiden, you tell me. That's where I feel like my morals is like handcuffing me. Because like I don't want to scam my fans. I don't want to scam people who listen to me. But I do want to do good business. I'm a businessman. And I'm like, how do I get in the right way? Because also I want to use
I'll tell you how. If you make your own NFT project and it holds value, you don't half-ass it, you pay a lot of money, to make sure this product is really good. It'll hold its value. It won't crash. So meaning if you have you call them fans, if you have your fans, you sell out an NFT project and it's really, really good and it holds value and they can actually make money off of it, then you're not doing anything.
But what makes it hold value though?
Thank you for that.
You gotta have a reason why that project is worth buying. For example, I think the yacht club apes chat, I think they're gonna have parties and shit. You can, like if you own a certain NFT, you can like go to like a certain party, like certain parties and shit. You're gonna be able to eventually have perks and a lot of things that come with having and owning certain NFTs. So, but I'm not ready to make an NFT yet because I want to make sure if I make an NFT, it's gonna be perfect and it's gonna hold its value. For example, I was thinking about doing. I'm not gonna say it.
How does it go up though? Like I'm confused.
As ETH goes up, and you gotta make it valuable. You know, you gotta make it valuable. So you gotta as ETH goes up and as the value of it goes up, and depending on what you're doing, if that goes up,
yo,
you know,
it's crazy that I'm sitting here asking
right?
Aiden Ross for like advice on NFTs. I think Aiden's just.
I know I'm not the best, bro. Everyone's saying
I think you're a dumbass nigga.
Tell your favorite rappers. Go ahead.
Oh, yo, wait. Okay, so all right. First of all, Ethereum been like really fluctuating recently. It's been like recently.
Yeah, no,
crypto as a whole. But we do see like it sounded crazy to me when I heard Facebook rename themselves Meta, that they could be kind of ahead of the curve with NFTs.
The Metaverse is going to be the move. For example, if there's a kid in my stream right now that has no job.
Yeah.
Here's how I see the Metaverse working. If there's somebody in my stream right now that has no money in their account, they're going to be able to log into the Metaverse like a video game, and they're going to be able to walk somebody's dog and get paid in ETH. Do you understand what I'm saying? They're going to be able to hop in a car and drive somebody around, and they're going to get paid in ETH. The Metaverse is basically going to literally be a world where it's stuff around that based off life, if that makes sense.
It's literally a whole new chance to get rich. Literally.
So, for example, like I just brought up, like somebody can get paid to deliver you shit to your Metaverse house, literally, or it's gonna be that crazy, bro. Mm-hmm. All you guys put in question marks, you'll see.
And that's why I think NFTs are gonna like sell in the meta.
So the NFTs, the first ones you're seeing, the CryptoPunk and shit, it's literally like a Picasso painting. It's like it's a painting. That's what it is. It's just you're owning something that's. People say, oh, you can just take a screenshot of it. Yes, you can. But I can go to Picasso's picture and take a picture of it. Doesn't mean I own it. I can set the Picasso painting as my wallpaper. Doesn't mean I own it.
Yep.
Now, look, I'm not, first of all, I'm probably know this NFT and ETH world, and I mean, in crypto world, probably like 5 out of 10. There's so much shit I don't know. But what I can tell you is based off of everything I know, this is just the beginning. It really is just the beginning to everything. The world is going to go digital. Eventually, dollar bills and shit, we're not going to be using them.
I don't have a single dollar in my home right now. Everything is in my bank.
I have a bag full of cash. Yeah. But like, I'm telling you, bro, like technology it already took over the world, bro. We're addicted to this shit, bro. We release dopamine. We release a lot of things when we're on this shit 24/7. We're all addicted to TikTok. We're all addicted to this shit. Oh. So it makes you think we're not going to be addicted to some type of virtual reality world.
So
it's going to be like a utopia for human beings to fix and get away from their life to, that's how I see it.
So what's going to happen with wealth then? Because like I can't, like, it sounds like you're going to say people are going to splurge in their wealth in a digital world. What happens to the real world?
So, which is dystopia or utopia? Which one's the ideal world, real quick? I think I said that wrong. Did I say that wrong?
I think utopia. Dystopia is like...
Utopia. I did say that right. Yeah, dystopia is the bad one, right? Yeah. Okay, so the real value to dollars, what you're saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
it goes down. I think it goes down.
Again, I don't know because I'm a 5 out of 10 when it comes to that. But Snagmo, I don't know how they could do that. Like, for example, Snagmo, if you have $100,000 and everybody's switching to ETH, why should you, like, you should at least get a warning, be like, hey, from the president, whoever makes the decision, hey, this shit right here is not going to be worth $1 anymore. It's going to be worth 50 cents. Like, I don't know how that's going to work. But what I can tell you is ETH, Bitcoin, and all that shit, and I'm not a financial advisor. Do not listen to me. But everyone knows this. It's going to go up.
Money depreciating as we go.
Yes and no. But there's certain bank accounts where you can hold, let's say, $1 million and make interest off your $1 million in your savings. So, I mean, money is depreciating to an extent. For example, like dollar bills and shit. But everything's just digital, bro. Everything.
Okay, so I have this theory, and especially I invest super heavy. Like
me too. I invest in like crypto shit. I really do.
No,
and
I
again,
invest in crypto and the stock market. I'm gonna tell you this.
Yeah.
Watching just like the volatility of all that shit, and now we're seeing applications of the Metaverse, NFTs, whatever. I'm looking at it and I'm like, yo, I feel like we're all being played by quote unquote the whales. Like the people who really got the money, they're just creating shit for us to basically build up wealth that they could profit off. Like,
of course,
like I'm trying to think, like, and
I'm
not somebody with $200 trying to say, how do I get $200 to be $1 million? I'm throwing around a lot of money, and I'm like,
right.
I still feel like I'm at the mercy of somebody else.
For example, social media. You and I, we have our own platforms on social media, but we're feeding other men's pocket, like we're feeding pockets, and it works like that too with housing too. Like let's say you buy a house,
yeah.
Like if you sell that house, you're also feeding somebody else's pockets too. So I get what you're saying.
Man, that shit's spooky, man.
Yeah.
That shit. Yo, I'm just wondering what the end game is. I feel like in the next couple of years, it's either we're gonna go into a Great Depression where a shit ton of people lose money when they thought they had a potential to make it, or we're just gonna go into a whole new financial structure. But here's the thing with that, like, the people who are always last to that structure, they lose. And it's usually the people who don't have the resources, who don't have, the access to information, who don't have the reach for to be
people got to get in early when it comes to everything, bro. Like, for example, if you came into YouTube early, it's paid off for you. Look at KSI, look at FaZe Banks. Even Banks wasn't that early, but it was pretty early. Like, it was early. KSI, for example, like Smosh, all those guys.
Rice Gum.
All right.
Rice Gum.
I hear you on that. But then
what's new now, Ak? Streaming. Live streaming is still new. And I think it's going to be even this is the new television, Ak.
Yo, but I keep asking. Everything we're projecting does not include how the government is going to deal with it. We're basically projecting a takeover, but we're not examining how the government will react to such takeover. It's put it like this.
There's no regulation.
In China, they banned crypto. They said, F that shit. But you know why? You won't be liberated from our currency. What's going to happen when the U.S. government, who sees there's financial growth that can happen with it, but if it's not regulated and it's not maintained and there's not like an oversight committee like the Treasury Department and also the IRS, is going to do mad illegal shit. Now I could just send you like 45 ETH and pretty much you send me this a shit ton of coke. Like, you know what I mean? So
real shit, yeah.
So I'm looking at it, I'm like, yo, I feel like we haven't really taken into accountability the fact that the government has to get their piece. The government has to, and we're all acting like this is the Wild Wild West. And I think 2021, this year, was the Wild Wild West. 2022 and 2023, regulations I believe one of the first regulations and it just came down, said, hey, the government can look at anything within your bank account that's over $600 in transaction. Because you know what's happening? People are taking their savings and instead of pushing it into the stock market, they're pushing it into crypto.